for today's cup of coffee.
Oh my mow mow, oh my mow mow, oh my mow mow, oh my
Yeah.
mow mow.
I should have actually turned the mics on. I should have started recording before the official opening.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Because
We need a blooper
youngest
reel.
kid had eaten some kind of off-brand leftover Halloween candy and didn't do too well with it.
You ever eat those really tough chews, and they get hung in your throat, and then they just...
People are trying to have their
It hurts.
coffee.
It hurts.
Make
Everybody
nasty
does
noises.
that. Everybody does that.
God, that's all we need is early morning hoiking.
Welcome to Dyersburg.
Yeah, really. Oh my God, that was a horrible. That's got to be some kind of either an environment. Of course, they do have a lot of Monsanto plots, gardening plots there.
And it's a dust pile over there.
I don't know, but it's just that it's a totally different world than what we're from.
It is.
It truly, truly is. And I would go and speak and they're like, "You're not from here, are you?" And it's like, no.
Hell
No,
nah.
I'm not. I'm not a flatlander. And somebody else that it has been thrown and kicked to the curb lately has been Elon Musk. And it's interesting
doing to
because he has gone against the they.
The they.
The they.
The they.
And so he has pissed off the New World Order.
How do you do that this time?
He's done it for a while now.
Yeah, he's been pissing them off
Absolutely.
for a few years now.
And that's why I so hope he's a good guy. I really do. And evidence of the him going against the grain by Daily Mail from November the 8th of 2023 by Sam Tonkin. And even how this is written is questionable. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of things on Daily Mail that's written in a very questionable manner. But this one especially. And so Mr. Tonkin has written, the idea of having a portion of your skull removed and a brain chip implanted might sound like the stuff of nightmares. But thousands of people have expressed an interest in doing just that, according to a new report. Elon Musk's company Neuralink has a vision of treating conditions such as paralysis and blindness by linking brains to computers with the help of microchips. Well, damn, that sounds pretty honorable to me.
Yeah.
And it says, but to achieve this, it needs a number of volunteers willing to have a chunk of their skull removed so that a robot can insert a chip into their brain and prove that the technology works in people.
Brain damaged.
This is not the first time that somebody has had some kind of chip implant. It's not.
Brain
I mean,
damage.
it's just like that one dude that, what was it? He couldn't see colors or whatever.
Yeah. He had that antenna. He had that
He's got the
football fish
antenna.
antenna. That angler fish
He's
antenna.
had that for years.
Yeah.
It works for him.
He's an artist, so he can get away with it.
Yeah, it's, he was. If you want to be a Teletubby,
I want to be a Teletubby.
Go for that.
I'll be a Teletubby gladly.
And it says, so far the implants have only been tested on monkeys and pigs, and he's talking about Neuralink here. One of Musk's biographers, Ashley Vance, suggested that Neuralink had received an outpouring of interest from thousands of prospective patients wanting to act as a human guinea pig. Well, they've got to test them on humans at some point.
Yeah.
And he said that the firm had yet to implant its device in a human, but aimed to operate on 11 people next year and more than 22,000 by 2030.
Dang.
See, are y'all noticing the 11s and the 22s? It's not just me.
It's time. It's time.
And it's unclear
like,
if
seriously, it's like there's reasons stuff is set on like certain dates and times.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's unclear if participants will be paid to take part. Neuralink launched a recruitment drive for the first human trials in September, saying it was seeking people with paralysis to test its experimental device as part of a 6-year study. But the company has been dogged by controversy in recent years, having sparked ethical concerns and drawn criticism among neuroscientists and other experts. Vance, who authored the 2015 biography Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, wrote in Bloomberg report that the ideal candidate for Neuralink's first human trial was an adult under the age of 40 whose 4 limbs are paralyzed. Okay. And he explained that it would take a couple of hours for a surgeon to perform a craniectomy and a further 25 minutes for the chip to be inserted by a robot into the area of the brain which controls the hands, wrists, and forearms. Vance stated, quote, "The goal is to show that the device can safely collect useful data from that part of the patient's brain, a key step in Neuralink's efforts to convert a person's thoughts into a range of commands a computer can understand," end quote. He said the implant would relay this information to a nearby laptop or tablet. Vance, who said he visited Neuralink's facilities 10 times in 3 years, also revealed how Musk had pushed his company to ward off the threat of similar brain-computer startups, Synchron and Onward. Remember those 2 names.
Okay.
Both have already begun human trials, leading the billionaire to fume last year that the 2 companies were currently kicking our ass. In response, he said to have told Neuralink that it needed to pick up its pace like the world is coming to an end, according to Vance. Well, yeah. Safety concerns meant the firm struggled for a while to gain the necessary approval for human trials, particularly with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. Oh, this will make sense in just a minute.
Sense?
Major issues involved the lithium battery of the device, the possibility of the implant's wires migrating within the brain, and the challenge of safely extracting the device without damaging brain tissue. The FDA later granted its approval in May, but did not disclose how its initial concerns were resolved. Despite the controversy, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Musk has grand ambitions for Neuralink, saying the company would facilitate speedy surgical insertions of its chip devices to treat conditions such as obesity, autism, depression, and schizophrenia. It could also allow for web browsing and telepathy. However, even if the device proves to be safe for human use, it would still potentially take more than a decade for Neuralink to secure clearance to commercialize it, experts have cautioned. They say the brain implants will require extensive testing to overcome technical and ethical challenges if they are to become widely available. Musk's company, which was only founded in 2016, has repeatedly overestimated the speed at which it can deliver on its promises. Initially, Neuralink wanted to start inserting chips into humans in 2020 before putting this back to 2022. Now it seems more likely that it won't happen until 2024. There was also a word of caution from one of the company's executives in response to Musk's demands, referring to the fate of SpaceX's first few rocket launches. Siobhan Zillis, Neuralink's director of special projects and the mother of 2 of Musk's children, told Vance, quote, "We can't blow up the first 3. That's not an option here," end quote. And then within this, there is a little little attachment to the article that a quote-unquote former employee, which was unnamed, said that there were botched experiments with monkeys. So that was kind of damning.
Yeah.
But this is what is interesting, that the other ones, as far as Synchron, is backed by Bezos and Gates.
And those are like major competitors.
And they have already started human trials. Now I'm gonna leave everyone the link to an article that was by CNBC, and then as far as the Synchron website, I'll also leave one for Neuralink. But I thought it was interesting that it's like you've got some rivals there on lots of things, and then this other product, Onward, and it has announced its first human implant, and that's supposed to restore arm, hand, and finger function after spinal cord injury.
Okay.
So, is this a matter of that Musk has pissed off the wrong people?
Possibly.
Now, we know that he has definitely, when he took over the Twitter sphere, pissed off the establishment.
But it's still the same.
No, from what I have heard...
Like, the website, the app still operates exactly the same.
Right, but as far as what people can say and what they can't say, and then you've got some people, because they don't like the idea, they like the idea of them being able to say whatever the hell they want to, but they don't want that extended to opposing ideas.
Well, too bad.
Clamoring,
there's 4chan.
Clamoring for other people to be censored.
They still have 4chan up. They still have Reddit up.
Right. But this is the world that we're living in right now. But I really, and I wasn't able to find out, I didn't take the time to thoroughly research these other implants to see if they're that different from the Neuralink device. If they work differently, or what the problem could be that the FDA. Do I believe that our government would get pissy with Musk? You bet your ass I do.
Now, the FDA should not have any involvement in this, because that's food and drug.
Oh, but the FDA, and they're concerned about the safety and efficacy? Since when the fuck have they been concerned about the safety and efficacy of anything over the past many years? Let's look at food preservatives. Let's look at all these jabs of various and sundry, and as far as the effects on small immune systems. I could really, really go off on but I'm not. Okay. So what it is, it's a matter, and it's like, as far as the censorship, the records that came out recently, that it was proven it wasn't conspiracy theory. As far as Zuckerberg censoring people, definitely that was proven. I mean, these people sit and they lie. They lie to Congress, and nothing is ever done.
The people themselves lie in Congress.
That's what I'm saying.
People lie to themselves.
But it's one of those, if there's no degree of punishment for doing wrong, then people continue to do wrong.
Yeah, because they think they're just going to get away with it all the time.
Because they are.
Forever.
At what point is the rule of law applied equally?
Right.
I started to do as far as the, spirit of lawlessness, because my God. And I read, a couple of articles last night that really, really bothered me. I won't go into it because it'll really, really bother Kid. But sometimes it does weigh heavily on you. And it's just part of the world that we're in. And we continue to pray. But, even as far as Zuckerberg and Jeffrey Bezos, I was expecting you to break into song there.
Jeffrey Bezos.
And Elon Musk. These people need prayer. There's a good possibility that Zuckerberg is an android, but pray for that also.
Literally, he looks like an android. He's dead behind the eyes. Like, literally, he looks dead in the eyes.
Like I said, I so want Elon Musk to to be a good guy. I really do.
I mean, he's a transhumanist.
I know he is a
so
transhumanist. I know that
Him
he
and Grimes
is.
both.
You cannot force evolution. But as far as I can't imagine the hell that somebody is going through trapped within their own human form. So if there was the possibility that, this device, and they were talking about the telepathy and stuff like that, to be able to speak with loved ones again in some form.
Yeah. But at one point, when does it become Mirror's Edge?
Right. Well, and that's the question. And that's... but they were like, who would want to volunteer for this? Somebody like Christopher Reeves. You may not remember Christopher Reeves. He was the gentleman who played Superman.
Oh, okay.
And that he had an accident. He fell off of a horse and was a quadriplegic for years. Years.
Damn.
And there's lots of other people out there that would they be willing? Yeah. Because there's people out there trying to live lives that we cannot fathom.
Yeah.
And so if technology could help some of those people, you can't blame them for trying. Can't blame their families for trying.
Mm-mm.
So it's FDA. And these little hit pieces and this, turning of the screw that Musk isn't one of us now. He wants to be one of them.
Need to stop the othering.
Yeah. Absolutely. The othering is just ridiculous right now. Horrifying. And honestly, if any of these companies, any of them, can help somebody's world be better, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I hope all of them. There's room enough to where all three of them could be successful. It doesn't have to be a pissing contest.
No, it doesn't.
How great would it be if these people could work together and share information?
Yep.
Yep. So, but I just thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting that they would even ask the question of who would dare try this. Well,
someone was bound to.
This reporter and, some of the people who questioned it, Mr. Tonkin, go and talk to some of these people that are quadriplegics.
I mean, if it gives them hope, let them do
it.
If it gives them hope, and if it actually does help them, let them do it.
Stephen Hawking. Can you imagine?
He would have probably tried that.
Sure, I think so. God love him. To have that brain in that sad little twisted body. Mm-hmm. And people work. They truly did, as far as to try to find ways that technology could help him communicate.
They did. And they did well for what we had at the time.
They did. So I think that some of these people, it's like, oh, why would somebody try this?
Someone needs to help those people.
Yeah. So
there has to be something to help those people.
Right. So don't be writing hit pieces on some of these things.
It's the people that are going to misuse it. Like, oh God, Zuckerberg and Bill Gates.
No, well, it was Bezos on this.
Bezos and Bill Gates. Those people would misuse it.
Well,
those people would abuse it.
And it was Gates. I've put Zuckerberg in there. My bad. I'm sorry. It was Bezos and Gates. Just erase everything I said. It was Bezos and Gates. Zuckerberg is still an android and he still needs prayer.
He is. I don't know if prayer can help an android.
I don't know that it's going to hurt.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but it's
restore the humanity.
It's not really going to do much because no human there.
Well, I don't know. He wants to be a real boy someday.
Like Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Where's the strings? Is it?
I don't want to even think about it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God, Bill Gates. Now, I tell you something, anything with his name on it, I would trust Elon Musk's name on something more than Bill Gates ever.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people would. Me included.
Yeah.
Like, for real. I know the shit that he's done.
You know,
Some of the
honestly,
shit that he's done. I know the shit that Bezos does with his company, and
Well,
it's shady as fuck.
as far as the employees and how he treats employees and stuff like that.
It's not that just that. It's how he runs his business in general. That's shady shit, what he does.
Well, I'm sure he's a multi-billionaire. Of course, there's shady stuff going on.
Sounds like someone accused this one makeup person of being accused of, like, Illuminati shit, dead ass. And dude was they're going to sacrifice me. He legit said that they were going to sacrifice him or
Did
something
they?
like that. No.
Oh.
How is he going to say anything if he did?
Well, I thought you said it was a matter that he said that they were going to. I don't know.
Yeah. We're going to. They did not. Obviously, he got out.
Well, there's the Illuminati thing. There are some people that have done some really, really good deep dives, because that is one of those, you've got to have historical dates, all that shit. You've got to have schematics to go with that, and I enjoy listening to some of them. Yeah. File Cabal was one. I think she's still over on BitChute.
Okay.
She got yeeted off of the U of Tube. Of course she did.
Why doesn't she go to Rumble?
She may be on Rumble. You know what? I need to look and see if she's on Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyhow.
Because you use Rumble more than BitChute, don't you?
I use both.
Okay.
And Odyssey, I have not given up on the Odyssey, but Odyssey, honestly, at this point, they're bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
They really are. BitChute has got some new features coming.
They do?
They do. They have been working on different things.
What's the features?
One of them was almost like a chat type thing, which makes me wonder if they're getting ready to be able to live stream.
Ooh.
Now,
Okay.
Rumble already does that. We do not live stream.
Yeah, no. But other people do, like Salty.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of other people. Rumble is picking up the people that have been yeeted from other places. Mm-hmm. And the only reason that they didn't totally, they'll still post videos and stuff on BitChute. But if BitChute gets the capacity for live streaming, oh yeah, that'll put them back in the game. I like those guys over at BitChute lots.
Yeah.
Because anytime I have had a problem, and for some reason, every now and then it'll go back and put out a video that I put out days or weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So I've got duplicates. I don't know why. And they're just like, just go ahead and delete the extra. And I'm like, well, if somebody wants to watch it again, okay.
Yeah, but...
So that's what happens, people on BitChute. It's not that I have spazzed that much at this point. Usually.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
Because it's like, what? They upload them like their new videos or something?
I would love for BitChute to be able to, where you could go ahead and put a time, schedule a time for a video to premiere.
Yeah.
They don't have that capacity, and the one that I tried, Rumble, has it, but it's weird and didn't work. So that's the reason at BitChute and Rumble they get the videos uploaded to them when I possibly can. Now BitChute, I always upload it.
Yeah.
But I have to manually go in there and make it available to the public.
Okay.
So it's not hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard. That's where I go first in the mornings, actually. So, final thoughts on any of this mess?
Nah, I'm good, except let him do it. Just stop bitching at him.
Yeah.
Y'all are villainizing him like you did Trump almost.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of people that's, which we warned, Leo King warned a couple of years ago as far as the new witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing it. You're seeing mobs with, not necessarily at this point, some of them do have torches, not necessarily pitchforks. They've got, some of them are updated on that. But my God, as far as all it takes is an accusation.
It's fucking mob mentality. That's
It's
when
crazy.
you need to be an individual.
You're not one of us. You don't want to be joining gangs and stuff and sit back and figure it out, because the truth is not being told about a lot of this shit that's going on anywhere. So that's final thoughts.
That was your final. I didn't have any really.
Okay. If you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Email is there in the description box. The links to these things will be there in the description box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe, and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. I don't know why I didn't put emphasis on the daily.
That's all right.
Thank you all. Have a good.
Yeah, and especially you people on YouTube, the UFTube, hit the like button if you would.
Yeah.
Help recruit other pirates.
Mm-hmm.
We can always use. Tell them that there's free coffee and grog, extra grog on the weekend. That might help.
Rum
There's
and eggnog?
coffee every day, huh?
Rum and eggnog?
The rum's for special occasions.
But in eggnog, it's not. It's for every day?
Maybe. Anyhow, know that you're very, very loved.
Uh-huh.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.